And recording. So, this book, this little journal I have here, I've essentially been keeping track of all the different suggestions I get throughout all the different videos. So, I'm a couple pages back from where I should be because I've missed a couple. There's a band called WolfHeart and a song called The Flood that was suggested a few pages back. So I'm not sure what video it was from or what kind of music this will be or what kind of band. But the name Wolfheart, makes me think it's Scandinavian. So it might have been from like a Winter Sun reaction. So this here is the official video from the WolfHeart Vivo page. I'm just gonna jump right into it, see what this sounds like. A lot slower tempo than I was expecting. There's a dissonant kind of sound to the notes being played, kind of like it's like a melancholy. Sadness to this. So I have to stop it for copyright purposes. Otherwise, I would have just let it play out the entire way through. That solo sounded so good. The the song so far has like an overriding sense of sadness. Like I said at the beginning, the notes that were being played had such a dissonant sound to them, um, which creates like a feeling of sadness, but it also creates an unnerving kind of feeling, which is why I said melancholy earlier. Um, that portion where I guess the chorus where the heavy guitar comes in and it's the dun dun dun. The it's kind of like an enveloping kind of feel. Like it like I don't know how to express it, but it feels like a hug, if that makes any sense. Like you're remembering something. Like it's weird. Like I don't know how to explain this because this is like a I'm not approaching this necessarily from like a technical aspect right now. Like it's feeding me like a raw kind of emotion. So get I'm getting like the sense that this is a song of like remembrance. Like that's why you're sad cuz you're remembering maybe somebody died? I'm not sure. But that I'm starting to lose my words. The solo kind of caught me off guard just because it's also like very technically proficient, uh, but it's also like riding that wave of emotion. So it's not necessarily like just shredding for the sake of shredding. It's banking on that melodic nature of what's happening and using that same sort of melody and that sort of stripped down slow nature to actually accent the emotions. Let me actually kind of want to hear that again. I think it started around here. So with the growling, I can't exactly decipher what it is he's saying. Like I would have to have the lyrics in front of me. But usually I don't really pay attention to the lyrics the first way through anyway, so I'm focused more on like the feel of this, and like I'm getting like a sense of loss from the emotion. If I look at the video, that ending, it looked like he had been in some kind of fight, like he had an axe in his hand and he was bleeding, like he might have killed someone, or he was in a fight for something, or he just survived something. So if the song is called The Flood, that could mean like a literal flood. So there was like imagery of like a river in the video. So maybe the river flooded and destroyed his home or his village or something. So it could be like a loss of like material things and like his home, maybe even his family. Or it could be like a metaphor and be more like I'm feeling like a flood of emotion, where that could also be due to like the loss of somebody. Because I did, like, I can't help but feel like sadness from this song. And that's not a bad thing. What's cool about music too is that it's generally like when you write something, you have a specific intent and you have a specific emotion that you're trying to convey, but it's always open to interpretation. So it has kind of a vague quality and nature to it. So even whatever the intent is of this song, like it's hitting me in particular in like a really like emotional way, like because I'm kind of overcome by like the wave of sadness and loss and regret that this is sort of. Would it be if he had an axe in his hand? Could it be like the flood or the rush that he got from killing someone? So if he killed someone, the flood of endorphins and rage, but also the sadness from taking a life. But then his face was also like messed up, so it'd be from the survival. So would it be a flood of emotions in that way? But then where would the sadness come into play? Or is he sad for taking a life? I'm gonna have to see the lyrics for this. It's very ambiguous, but like I do like feel so much from this. Like this wasn't especially like intricate or anything. Like the solo was it was elaborate, but the main through line from this was just this raw emotion that I'm getting. And I know I'm starting to get repetitive, but I enjoyed this a lot. I enjoy this a lot. And I'm very interested now to hear what else they have to offer. Like if this was like a one off and maybe the rest of their catalog is like doom and death metal or I don't even know. This was just really good. This was really good.